It is officially winter, so collecting eggs in the day is not always the funnest part because it's honestly quite cold. But one thing that we've been running into is some of our chicken eggs are freezing. And we're gonna talk a little bit about if you can even eat these eggs, if they do freeze in your coop, what to do, and how to prevent eggs from freezing. So I'm gonna go ahead, collect these eggs, and we'll talk more about what you can do for them. The number one best thing you can do to prevent your eggs from freezing in the coop is to collect them early and collect them often. Chickens are usually gonna lay their eggs towards the beginning of the day, so as long as you can get in there and start to collect them, then it's less likely that they will freeze over because the cold air just hasn't gotten to them. Although depending on how cold it is in your area, and if you don't have time to go out and do it first thing in the morning or throughout the day, then they definitely could freeze within your coop. Now, when you are collecting them, if you do find that they are freezing and they're actually cracking when they freeze, then I would say the first thing that you do is just discard that egg. You really don't want to be eating an egg that has the cracked shell, because this means that any of the stuff from the outside of the egg could get into the inside of the egg, and this could cause salmonella poisoning, and we really don't want anyone to get salmonella. So I really suggest discarding these. Honestly, chickens love to eat their own eggs and the insides, so we'll usually, if there's anything that's just cracked when we're picking it out of the coop, just throw it back in to the chickens. But the good part is that if the shell is not cracked, you can actually eat frozen eggs. And we're going to talk a little bit about how to go about eating these and then how to actually freeze your own. So let's head inside and clean these off, because that's definitely the first step that we want to do. And especially since it's been kind of gross and muddy outside recently with snow and rain, these guys are quite dirty. The best way to clean them is going to be in a lukewarm water. Anything too cold can cause the inside of the egg to contract, and if it's too hot, then it can cause bacteria to grow. Once you've gone ahead and washed all your eggs, then you just want to make sure that they are all dried. I just do this with a kitchen towel, and then you can go ahead and store them into a freezer bag and pop them in your freezer. And this way you're able to freeze any of your eggs. When it's time and you are ready to unfreeze your eggs, the best way to thaw your eggs is going to be to either stick them in a cup of warm water and let them thaw out, or you can put them in that Ziploc bag into the fridge and let them thaw out for the next 24 hours. Any egg that's older than 24 hours after you've taken it out from freezing, so it's been thawed for over 24 hours, you're gonna wanna discard. So I definitely suggest only unfreezing the eggs that you really wanna eat. That way you aren't throwing away a bunch of eggs. Now, when you actually think about how you're going to be using these eggs, you can really use them in similar ways that you would use any of your other eggs. So think any type of recipes, any baking. You can use them in scrambled eggs, hard-boiled eggs. The only major difference is you probably wouldn't want to use them in a soft-boiled egg, because you will notice that the white part of the egg will thaw a lot faster than the orange, yellow part of your egg, and this can make it kind of a weirder consistency when working with a soft-boiled egg. So I definitely suggest doing something where you're cooking the egg the whole time through. In the end, eggs are perfectly fine if they are frozen, just as long as there are no cracks, then you're good to go. And you can also take your own eggs and freeze them so that you can elongate their lifetime. So I hope this was helpful. If you have more questions about eggs, cleaning your eggs and storing them, you're definitely gonna wanna check out this video next, because I talk all about it, and we'll see you guys again next time. Bye.